Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the greatest players to have ever kicked a ball, as well as the most followed human on Instagram. So you can say that he is very well known all around the world. But did you know that he was almost aborted? Did you know that he had a heart condition that nearly ruined his career? Well, here are 10 things you didn't know about Cristiano Ronaldo. And I'll start with the mind-blowing fact that the GOAT nearly didn't even exist. See, Cristiano Ronaldo is the last of 4 children born to his mom, but did you know that his mother didn't want him at all? Oh yeah, his mom once revealed that back then they were so poor that she considered terminating the pregnancy when she was carrying Cristiano. She already had 3 kids and she didn't think they could take care of another one, so she made up her mind to have an abortion. She was ready for the procedure and she headed to the hospital ready to take out fetus Cristiano. But guess what? The family doctor refused to do the procedure because it was illegal to do an abortion in Portugal at the time. Well, I guess we all gotta thank Portugal for those laws, because just imagine if Cristiano Ronaldo was never born. What would be the world of football even have been like? Now, I told you that Ronaldo was nearly aborted because of his parents being poor, but another reason his mom wanted to take out the baby was because her husband, Ronaldo's dad, was an alcoholic. Cristiano Ronaldo is now a role model to millions around the world, but he didn't exactly have the best role model growing up. When he was younger, his father worked as a gardener and a kitman for Andorinha, the club where CR7's career started. But the man had a very bad habit of drinking. You just could never separate him from the bottle. Sadly, it was the alcoholism that ended up taking his life. In 2005, Ronaldo lost his dad to an alcoholism-related liver condition. Ronaldo was just 20 years old at the time. Damn, that must have really hurt. While players like Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe have their dads by their sides all through their careers, Ronaldo's pops never got to see him be successful. He never saw his son win a Champions League or even touch a Ballon d'Or. That must have been a very painful experience for the GOAT. And in case you didn't know, Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't drink alcohol till date, and this is most likely the reason. Check his blood right now. No trace of alcohol in it, but there are plenty traces of Africa in it. Oh yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo is part African. Whoa, that's crazy, isn't it? I bet you didn't know that. He might just look like a white man from Portugal, but his paternal great-grandmother was from a little Portuguese-speaking African country named Cape Verde. So yeah, the GOAT is really for everybody. But when the GOAT was a kid, he was a really stubborn one. Did you know that Cristiano Ronaldo got expelled from school? See, Ronaldo is known to have a big ego, but I promise you, this didn't start when he became a wealthy superstar. Man has been this way all his life. When he was just a kid in school, he once threw a chair at his teacher because, according to him, the teacher had disrespected him. Whoa, he wasn't even in high school yet, but he already had guts. What a guy. Anyway, as a result of that, he was expelled from the school, and that got him thinking. He felt he had what it took to become a footballing star, so he decided to not bother with education anymore. He abandoned school at that young age and went to focus on football completely with the blessings of his mother. So this intelligent and multilingual player, who is probably the best we have ever seen in the history of the sports, actually never got past 6th grade. I'm sure there was one teacher who was telling him he would never amount to anything. Well, would you look at that? Now, hey, I'm not encouraging you to drop out of school or convince your kid or nephew to do so. Not everyone can be Cristiano Ronaldo, you know. But you know what everybody can be? A member of this family. Everybody is welcome. All you have to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell notification. And just like that, you're one of us. Welcome. But Ronaldo's life has not been as easy as many might think. This guy actually came close to dying at a very young age. So here's the story. When he was still a teenager, Cristiano Ronaldo was diagnosed with a heart condition called tachycardia. It is basically a condition that causes the heart rate to be faster than normal. Tachycardia can cause a person to faint pretty often, so it was a real threat to Ronaldo's career before it even really started. But giving up on football wasn't even an option for him, so he went in for surgery. He was wheeled into the theater more in hope than anything else, and the doctors started to work their magic on his heart. It was a long and tedious process, but thankfully it was a successful surgery. In fact, it was so successful that just a few hours after the procedure, Ronaldo was discharged. And you won't believe it, not up to a week after surgery done on his heart, Ronaldo was already back to training. This guy's passion for the sport is just insane, and that passion nearly landed him in the enemy's camp, FC Barcelona. See, Cristiano Ronaldo is obviously one of Real Madrid's biggest legends ever. But did you know that he very nearly joined their most bitter rivals, Barcelona, way before he moved to Spain in 2009? When he was just an 18-year-old kid playing for Sporting CP, Ronaldo blew up, taking the entire world of football by storm with his skills and talents. At that time, everybody wanted him, including Barcelona. They may hate him now, but they can't even deny it. The current president of the club, Juan Laporta, was the president back then in 2003, and he was the one who really wanted to bring Ronaldo over, but Sir Alex Ferguson proved that he wanted him more. The Scottish boss had watched Ronaldo play up close when Sporting CP beat Man United 3-1 in 2003, and he immediately knew he had to have that wonder kid. So he was prepared to do whatever to bring him over. Even the United players back then were begging Ferguson to sign Ronaldo. So Fergie reached an agreement with Sporting to sign Cristiano Ronaldo for £12.24 million, a figure which made him the most expensive teenager in football history at the time. And the rest, as they say, is history. Oh, and by the way, Arsenal also wanted to sign Ronaldo that same season. In fact, Arsene Wenger met with Ronaldo at Arsenal's home ground in November 2002 to try and convince him to join the London club, but he ended up going to Manchester instead. Man, the butterfly effect is so crazy because football as we know it could really have taken a totally different turn had Ronaldo decided to join Arsenal or Barcelona back in 2003. Anyway, I have a controversial question and I need you guys to give me answers in the comments. If Ronaldo had joined Barcelona back then, who would have gone on to be the bigger club legend, Messi or Ronaldo? Anyway, fast forward to 2023, Ronaldo was saying goodbye to Europe and venturing into a new country, and he forced the government to change their laws for him. In January 2023, Cristiano Ronaldo broke the internet when he completed his move to Saudi club Al Nassr. But considering that he was going to be moving with his girlfriend, Georgina Rodriguez, he looked like he was also going to be breaking the laws of the country. But nah, the man is so powerful and so influential that an entire country decided to bend its rules for him. The law in Saudi Arabia prohibits unmarried couples from living together, but the leaders of the kingdom decided to make an exception for Cristiano Ronaldo. Now he lives in Saudi Arabia with his girlfriend and kids without any hassle. Do you know how insane that is that a whole country bends its rules for one man? Ronaldo's influence is just out of this world. But hey, trust me, not everyone will bend their laws for Ronaldo, especially not a country like Spain. This man nearly ended up behind bars because he broke the law while he was living in Spain. In 2017, Cristiano Ronaldo was charged for evading about 15 million euros in tax between 2011 and 2015 while he was in Spain. The following year, he was ordered to pay a fine of 18.8 million euros, a number which was later reduced to 16.8 million euros. But his punishment was not just a fine. That would have been just a slap on the wrist. Ronaldo also got jail time. Oh yeah, he just never went to prison because it was a suspended sentence. He was also handed a 2-year suspended sentence, which simply means that, provided he doesn't reoffend, he doesn't ever have to go to jail. But if he does, then our boy will be locked up immediately. And trust me, he won't be able to buy his way out of it this time. Yeah, his billions won't be able to save him. Speaking of his billions, did you know that Cristiano Ronaldo is the first footballer to earn $1 billion? It is no secret that Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the wealthiest football players of all time. But did you know that he was the first player in football history to ever earn up to $1 billion in his career? Oh yeah, he did it first and then Messi followed suit later. But that's not all. Ronaldo's influence goes beyond just football. The man is also only the third ever sportsman to ever earn $1 billion in his career. Bro, it's really raining cash all around Ronaldo. But hold up, we have said his name so many times today, but do you know how Ronaldo got his name? Crazy story, but he was named after a US president. He wasn't born in the US and his parents never lived there, but before he was born, Cristiano Ronaldo's dad had been a huge fan of the 40th president of the United States, Ronald Reagan. So when he had a son, he decided to name his son after the world leader. Well, Cristiano Ronaldo has now grown up to be a world leader in his own way. I guess the names you give your kids matter after all.